Welcome. This is the Global Summit House podcast. Catch power interviews and discussions with influential, inspiring, and powerful people. Explore what's possible by tuning into this podcast with our all-new The Writers Project episodes, featuring one of the world's most inspired thinkers and writers. Visit our website at www.globalsummithouse.com.
Hello, wonderful people out there in cyber world, and those who are just tuning in for the very first time and happen to stumble across this great podcast. We have a very outstanding person and someone I got a chance to talk to, on the other side, and I got a chance to tell them, where I was from, and I'm greatly thrilled for you guys to get the chance to know Randy. So we got author Randy. She's going to tell you about his book, and his other book as well, and he's going to also sing for us today. Hello, Randy.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing outstanding. Hey, Randy, why don't you do us a favor and tell us about yourself in your own words, and with your first and last name, the name of your works, and maybe give us that little song.
Yeah. Well, my name is. I used to play in plays. I've done 20 plays since I was with him, and the first one, the Music Man, and I was the mayor, and Titanic was I was the richest man on the boat. I was 29, and my girlfriend was 17, and then Oklahoma, that was gone. I sang a song on that one, and there's about Oklahoma. No, never mind. Anyway, I have done another song along, so I'm gonna sing my song for you.
Great.
La 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 That's my song for you.
That is beautiful, Randy. That's absolutely beautiful. And, thank you so much for that. That actually made me smile as you was just humming that tune. And as I was, listening to you, I was just, before I just drifted away and felt at peace, I was just wondering, does this way of just expressing yourself, come very natural to you? And how do you draw your inspiration to just, put out, great music, from your vocals, and also to be able to inspire you to write, good works too?
Well, to inspire for vocals, it's been 26 years, and I have talked with 5 different vocalists, and
Wow.
the man I left who I think I discontinued last August, but he brought me a long way, and that was part of the reason he sang all of his life. He sang it, so well it was good. How do you go from there?
Yeah, and I think so many people, ask the same question, and I think, you may have a little bit of the answer to that, because it takes a lot of focus and a lot of discipline to be able to do what you do, and I'm just wondering, what can the people expect from being able to just follow your work?
Well, I don't know. I've got 3 books. The last book is 3 years long. I'm wrote in that for 3 years, and there are 207 pages, and 100, no, 95, 94 stories in that one book. Now it's still writing yet, and it doesn't take yeah, well, it's good. Now that the first one is a poem book. It's was writing for 8.5 years, and it turned out to be just another welcome. It's just really something. So
Wow.
you want to see if I can find some of the? Want to see if I can find some? I'll do that. Hold on, just a second.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, here's one I've got for me. You ready? You ready? There are no shortcuts on this road of life. The wind blows. What's that? There, the wind blows and the waters flow. A flower blooms and the stars shine. Life is given, and behind the scenes, the spirit of life watches and moves like a sail. Of the heart, when filled with the spirit of life, the move one forward, and time is redeemed. As water poured onto sand, do so many pour out their life, chasing the wind, which is the desires of the world. And now life is here for a small bit of time, and then it is gone. And once it is gone, what one is filled with is what one is filled with. Can a fallen tree right itself and stand again? Can the rivers flow backward to the source? Can one fill with worldly desires bring back the wasted life? And behind the scenes, the spirit of life watches and moves. How do you like that one?
That is absolutely beautiful, Randy. As much as your voice, I can feel so much spirit and soul in the poem as well. Like I'm just absolutely thrilled, and I'm quite sure the audience is too. They're very moved. The way it opens,
yeah,
it's absolutely beautiful. Like, what was absolutely, the question that maybe you were trying to answer in that that poem there. Was there a particular question that was going through your mind at the moment you wrote it?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. Well, if it was a good question, what was that question? You mind sharing?
What is it? What question?
What was the question?
Place that.
What was the question that was possibly going through your head at the time that you sat down and wrote that piece?
That was many years ago. 30, 33, 34, 35 years ago. And I don't know whether it was with it or not. It was just some of them just turned into songs, But that's all I can tell you. You can talk. Go ahead.
Oh, well, that's just as wonderful. And who do you feel like you write for the most? Like, is there a particular audience that you think you write for the most?
Well, I really haven't had much of a writing since here. The best one I had was I had 100 books, and I sold about 70 or 80 of them, and
Hmm.
that's it. I've just never had much of a thing to do them less, but it it's good anyway.
So all in all, you know, do you feel like you write for the joy, and it's not necessarily like a really uh true intent, you know, but it's more of expression and joy.
That that I think is where it is at. It's that I must have been for myself, for than other than other people. Maybe may turn out in other people end, but
Yeah.
at this point, pretty well. Um, yeah.
Well, I think that's just as equally special, Randy, and I think the mere fact that like you're doing it for fun, and you doing it for yourself, and it's very personal. And you willing to allow people in. It shows a lot of courage. It shows a lot of like of how free spirited you are, and warm you are, and approachable too. So like I think that's very important for the world.
Yes, I think so. I think so too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do do you have any like any other people that you look up to, or other people that like inspirations, or people that you would recommend other people to like read, or maybe listen to, like being that you are a singer, also a singer.
Well, I don't have one right now. I have a stroke 12 years ago, and
Yeah.
I just haven't had that many. Uh, close to home, and I do get out and move. I'm going down to um, Phoenix, Arizona,
Yeah.
come January, and it a friend of mine. Him and I we both turned 17, no, uh, 11. We were 11 years old, the same. And I was 1 month older than he was. And it turned into 61 years. But I guess I'll always look up to Raymond. He's got a good kid. And his wife, she has written about 30 books over the last 30 or 40 years, and boy, it really is an apostrophe. It was
Hmm.
God. It was good. Mhm.
Well, it's absolutely been quite a joy to be able to talk to you, today, Randy, and like, and I think you're really doing
Mhm.
something great, and being able to, like just share yourself, and spread joy to the world. We need people who, just look in the world at in a different light. Uh, you know, can you
Mm.
tell us the name of your book again? And just where we can find it if we want to purchase it.
Well, the name I had was The Human Race, and it's been a poem book, and I reached it on Amazon, and that's probably the best place that I've heard it from is Amazon, and it was let's see, poetry colon the human race comma R Vanderhoofven. That's how to get the book. I went through. Uh, I was heading to town yesterday, and I saw some people. And I stopped in him. This is a man and a woman, and their three children. The children were about 2 years old, and about 5, and about 7. And it was so fun. It was so much fun. And I showed them how to sing, and I showed them some of the book, and just it was so good. I spent probably half an hour just on the street just talking to them. They were in a car, of course, and I had my scooter, but it was really wonderful.
Yeah, that sounds very delightful, Randy, and that's really great that you just sharing smiles and sharing precious time with people, sharing your precious time with people. I think hearing that,
Yeah.
people who is going to listen to this episode, they're going to really appreciate that, and they're going to really want to support you even more. So thank you for sharing that amazing story. We don't hear things like that,
Sure.
so that often in the news or media. I think that's very important to hear that.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, thanks again, Randy. Just hold just briefly here, and and to those who were able to listen to this episode today, take the time out right now and go capture the books written by Randy. Again, it's available on Amazon. Take time out and replay this episode recording back from front to back, over and over again. Share it with someone you know, someone you don't know, as it does help to further the message of today's recording. And, as well as sharing the link to the Amazon as well. We want to help Randy get some sales here. So I'm your host, Marcus Hart. Until next time, many blessings, peace, and lots of love. We are done for today.
You've reached the end of another episode of the Global Summit House podcast. Subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Podbean, iHeartRadio, iTunes, or Google Play. Connect with us at globalsummithouse.com. See you on the next episode.